Oh my god. Like, hi.
Hi, fast food.
Ew. Greasy.
Totally.
Makes you fat. Like
Yeah,
me.
and me. And me. Huh.
Yay. Fatty fat fat.
So,
Hmm.
how should we start this?
I don't know. I I was thinking food.
Bitch, you're always thinking
And
about food.
I mean, obviously.
Okay, I guess I'll start. What is your top five favorite fast food places to go to?
Ugh. Really? Fast food again? You're so obsessed with that cheap garbage. No. Honestly, I don't really have any tops because they kind of gone downhill over the last, 10, 20 years.
Yeah,
Um, and it really has nothing to do with my palate, my taste and all that shit changing. It's just the quality. Like, I remember absolutely loving McDonald's back in the day because I felt like some of their food was actually better.
hmm,
And like, especially when they had the salads and those giant wraps, those were like a big thing for me, and I loved them.
I love the wraps. Like,
And
there was a barbecue chicken one I used to get a lot, and it was so fucking good.
right, my personal favorite was the sweet chili, and it was just like, it's just really good. And of course, McDonald's, so anybody has got to change their menu, but whatever.
It's weird
They're
for me
dumb.
that McDonald's did away with their salad, but I think Wendy's still have their salads.
Yes, they actually do. I saw it the other day while trying to decide on what to have for lunch, and I was like, oh, I haven't had Wendy's in a while, so why not? And I saw they had a few salads. I was like, oh, okay. Granted, I don't think I've had any of their salads since probably the 90s, so I don't know if they're still good. Um, but yeah, so if I had to pick fast food restaurants, for sure, my number one go-to place is Jersey Mike's. I know
What's
you
that?
personally have never had that. It's like a much better version of like Subway.
Actually,
I believe I believe they actually got started in New Jersey.
think if I'm not mistaken, because I went out of town not long ago, and a few towns over from me, I think they actually do have a Jersey Mike's now.
Oh, nice. Well, if ever given the opportunity, I highly suggest giving them a shot. Um, they have so many different sandwiches, but depending on your taste, I would personally, you know, stay, go for the original Italian. If you like Italian subs, that's the way to go. It's so fucking good. If you like, oh god, what is it fucking called? Meat, lots of meat.
A grinder?
No, a Philly.
Ah,
So if you like Phillies, they have a couple of good options, both steak and chicken. But anyways, I was getting off topic on a little tangent there because I love that place so much. Um, they are slightly more expensive than Subway, so I'm just gonna leave it on that. Anyway, oh, and you'll be happy to know that they have Pepsi instead of Coke.
yay.
Yeah. Anyways, so definitely Jersey Mike's is my number one. If I had to pick like the traditional fast food places that you think about, like burgers and fries and all that, um, honestly, out of all those, Wendy's probably beats all of them, just
Yes.
because their burgers still taste like they actually taste like burgers versus,
Hmm.
like McDonald's, for instance. McDonald's just tastes and looks so just processed.
Yeah.
And and Burger King, I'm not a big fan of Burger King just because I feel like one, their fries are not that good.
No.
Two, the size of their fries and their drinks seems to be smaller than everybody else.
Mhm.
Um, I don't mind their chicken sandwiches. They're not bad. The chicken fries are okay, a little too meh. Like, I don't know. I guess just all blended chicken shaped like a stick, eh. Um, but the burgers, that grilled taste, it's just like I don't get grilled. I just get like I feel like they sprayed it with something.
Magic sauce.
I don't know. It's just something, and I'm just not a fan of it. Um, though I will say the Impossible Whopper was not terrible. It didn't taste as quote unquote flame grilled. But
Mhm.
anyway, I would have to pick Wendy's out of that.
Ooh.
I
Real quick.
what?
They don't have it anymore, but you just reminded me because I think they still do the Impossible Burger, don't they?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
They had one that was avocado and something, 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 and it was so fucking good. But they stopped
Ah,
making it.
I guess I missed it because I don't recall that.
It was good. It was kind of like spicy, but it was like
Ooh,
absolutely delicious. I loved it.
ooh, okay. Um, Now for going for, I'm doing air quotes here, Mexican food. um, Taco Bell is fine if you're like in a bind, like that's your only option.
Hmm.
But if I had to pick, there is I don't know how far out they have branched. They are a chain, but it's a place called Taco Casa.
Hmm.
And so I might be revealing my general whereabouts now. But who cares? Anyways, um,
Your place is so big, they're never going to find you.
that is very true. Anyway, Taco Casa is like a slightly cheaper version of Taco Bell, but I feel like you get a slightly better quality. Like for instance, their tacos are stuffed full.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's quite nice, and their sweet tea is pretty damn good. It kind of rivals like I think it's better than McDonald's sweet tea. I'll just say that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, their tacos are pretty good. Their bean burritos pretty good. I know you don't care for beans all that much. Um, but yeah, anyway, so I like them. I do like oh god. There's this one place. Um, it's called Kava, and it's like a fast food healthy place kind of. I
Yeah.
think it's also I think it's slightly I think it's starting to ramble. Mediterranean possibly. I want to say it is. But it focuses on healthy like salad,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Um, so I really like them. I might be wrong, maybe not Mediterranean. It might be like more of a Middle Eastern. Anyway, so pretty good. And then uh I don't really have a absolute favorite like chicken place because honestly I feel like the main ones you think about like KFC and Churches are
Chick-fil-A.
not that good.
Yeah, that's how I am about Chick-fil-A. Like they're okay. They
Oh,
used to be better, but yeah.
I don't mind the food from Chick-fil-A depending on what it is. Like they have some good salads.
Mhm.
Their wrap is actually really good. But I try to avoid eating there as much as possible because of obvious reasons.
Jesus chicken.
Um, yeah, like I said before in previous videos, I don't care what your religion is as long as you're not a hateful little bastard. Um, and unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, they're still donating to the not so nice anti-gay police or groups or whatever. So I try to make it extremely rare when I eat their food. So, anyways, those are my, I guess, top five favorite fast food places, and that was really long and drawn out. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
And what about you? I know you're limited.
I am very limited because I live in West Virginia, where we don't get a single fucking thing. But for me, real quick, is sit down restaurants like Chili's and Applebee's still considered fast food or no?
Uh, Quality wise, yes. um, but
All right.
no, you still eat because they don't have um they've never had like a drive through, although they do have to go. So I don't know.
Well, either
I
way
don't
it
think
goes, we'll
they're
include places like that in the list as well.
yeah. That broadens it by a couple restaurants for you.
So for me, my absolute favorite place to go would probably be Wendy's because I agree with you. The burgers are fucking top notch compared to every place else.
Hmm.
That Taco Bell is pretty fucking bitchin'. I love Taco Bell. Um, wow, there's not a lot around me, and that makes me really fucking sad. In my immediate area, I have probably like 5 Wendy's, 7 McDonald's, and I have Hardee's, which I think it's what Carl's Jr. for you, or is it
Hmm.
still Hardee's? Okay, so I have Hardee's. I hate Hardee's burgers. Absolutely hate them. They taste like shit. But I love their breakfast. Their breakfast is like the best.
Mm.
So I'll go there for breakfast. But we have another place. It's a chain, but I don't know if like they're around your part or not. But it's called Tudors or Biscuit World.
No, we don't have that. We have something similar called Biscuit Bar, but not that.
Mm, gotcha. They're really good. I like them a lot. Was that 4? I think. I don't know.
Counting.
I just called for work. My brain is fucked.
Uh,
Um, we'll say it's 4 because I don't feel like recounting. And I guess if I had to pick a last place, it would be between Burger King, Sonic, and McDonald's. I'd probably pick Sonic.
Now, I used to actually love Sonic. I would go like I think it was what was it, Wednesdays or something when they had like 99-cent corn dogs.
Hmm.
I used to love that shit. I used to love well, I wouldn't say most of their food because I wasn't a huge fan of their burgers. Like I liked their hot dogs, their corn dogs, and their chicken, but the
Hmm.
burgers for me were a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Um, but ever since my personal experience that you already know about, and
Haha.
they still to this day have not rectified it. I completely cut off the franchise. I was like, I'm not going to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Not in the slightest.
For anyone that's listening or watching whatever the hell you're doing right now, it was a very bad experience where the ice cream we had gotten was extremely spoiled. It was very like it would basically think of like frozen sour cream with a
Ew.
hint of vanilla. Yeah,
Ew.
it was bad. And
Ooh, you gotta
reaching
smell that.
out, hmm?
Had to have had a smell to it if it's that bad. Like, why would you?
Like we didn't even notice the smell. Like,
Yeah. No, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that's like serving this shit. Like,
oh no, because they didn't give a crap. We made numerous attempts to reach out to both the actual restaurant, like that specific location, and also corporate.
mhm,
And the restaurant would not do anything. Like they wouldn't talk to us or anything. Corporate, I think we called them 3 or 4 times in the span of like 3 or 4 months. Basically, we called them once a month
Mhm.
to try to rectify it. We weren't like trying to get freebies or anything like that. We just wanted the situation corrected.
Mhm.
That way we could go back and not have that happen again. Well, corporate just kept saying, "Oh, yeah, we'll look into it. We'll email you." Never happened. So, after the fourth attempt, I was like, "All right, well, I guess they obviously do not care." And the last time I reached out to them was probably about a year ago.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Ooh. Um. So, other question for you, or actually, I just want to say I don't like fast food that much anymore because it seems like as within the last like 4 years or whatever, that the service for these places has gone to absolute shit.
Mhm.
That even if you use like the mobile app or whatever to order your food, they still find a way to fuck something up, like not giving you all of your food or just, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
And I don't understand like how you can fuck something up that bad. I truly don't. But
Right. Well, the problem is a lot of the times it's not always the workers themselves, it's corporate, the people that are above them that treat them poorly and make them not want to do their jobs. They're like, fuck this
hmm
shit. But they may be stuck in a situation where they can't leave because they need the money and there's nowhere else really to go. That's different.
right, right.
So, yeah, it infuriates me when something big happens, like, oh, they messed up my order entirely, or, something went bad or whatever. But I try sometimes when it's like the more minor things, like, oh, I didn't get any utensils or napkins or, condiments or something like that. I just try to just shrug it off and be like, whatever, that's not a big deal to me.
Yeah, but like
But,
when you're paying for food and you're like, yourself, fast food has gone up a fuck ton in price,
mhm,
and like you're paying all this money for food, and they don't put stuff in there that is clearly that you ordered it and you see it on the screen and everything, and
mhm.
that's a bit of a kick in the nuts when you don't get that.
Oh yeah, and then you confront them about it, whether it's, aggressively or not, they're kind of assholes right back to you. And it's like, whoa.
And
Like,
like I,
I mean,
I'm
okay,
always
I
respectful when I like if something's messed up, I'm always respectful with it because you don't know
mhm,
people's situation. But when
right.
they give you attitude about it, it's like, bitch, I was nice to you first. Like, just fix it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, exactly. Like you go in and you're like, oh hey, I didn't get my, let's say, chicken nuggets. I
hmm
didn't get my chicken nuggets, and the person behind the counter just looks at you and rolls their eyes and just lets out a really loud sigh. Like, what's with the attitude? Like, I'm just
Right.
coming in to get the food I didn't get. I'm not here to cause problems or get you in trouble. I just would like the rest of my food so I can be on my way and you can continue your job. And yeah,
hmm But yeah,
like
that
I get it.
was
They're probably met with a lot of, Karens and whatnot.
yeah.
So I get it, but at the same time, like I'm in retail, unfortunately, and so you know, I totally understand. Like I every day, or not every day, but most days when I'm working, I get these customers that just make the day harder to handle.
For no
But
fucking reason.
yeah, for no reason. Like it could just be out of, like they could walk into the building and be a complete asshole. It's like whoa. But like so, I still have nice customers that treat me with respect. But no matter what the customer, how they are at first, I still remain calm and talk to them with respect.
hmm
Now I've had a few customers who were complete douchebags the entire time and would pull some ridiculous stunt like being racist or homophobic or whatever, and then
hmm
that's when I would snap and actually yell at them.
Right.
So anyways, I'm getting off topic there. So
Um, what is something from a restaurant that you absolutely loved but they took away? Like
I mean, right
for
off the
me,
bat. Oh, go ahead.
oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, and they still don't have the fucking thing. Is I absolutely love Taco Bell's taco salads,
Yes.
and they don't
Back
have
in
it
the
given
90s. Oh my God.
yeah, so good.
Yeah, that is definitely high on my list of why the fuck have they not brought this back? They're bringing back other older items that they discontinued. And that's cool. I'm
Mhm,
glad for the people that get these items that they've been craving. But what about the damn taco salad? Ever since Obama was in office, didn't his wife like try to, enforce the whole healthier eating thing?
mhm,
Like you would think all these fast food restaurants would be on the ball. Hey, these people are it's like they're wanting to eat healthier. It's a trend and the president's wife is, the first lady, she's, pushing it and yada yada yada. We can make serious money if we continue or add on to these healthier options.
and not to mention
No,
a lot
let's
of the
just remove
healthier
them.
options were more expensive than like the normal stuff. So in the long run, it feels like they're making more money like selling the healthier options.
Exactly.
Like if you go to Wendy's and you look at a salad versus a burger, like the salad's going to be more expensive.
Is it?
I don't know, girl. I don't eat salad.
I mean, it's very evident. Look at you.
Oh, fuck you too.
But no. Yeah, definitely the taco salad from Taco Bell needs to be brought back. And as I stated earlier, the salads and wraps from McDonald's,
Hmm.
100%.
Yes.
Um, because if they brought those things back, I would probably visit those restaurants more often buying those products
Right.
or that food, whatever. My brain.
um, do you have any questions?
Oh, well, I mean, are there like any restaurants you absolutely loathe? And not because they messed up on something, but they're just absolutely fucking disgusting.
Um, honestly, not really. Uh, what is in between my legs? Tell your thing to go away.
Uh,
Stop
we'll see on my screen, it's the opposite. It's your little GG that's between your legs right now, and he keeps
it.
fixing his hat.
No, your thing was like right between my legs and bouncing up and down.
It's
Um,
doing his little happy dance.
not really. I've never been to a place that was like, oh man, this is absolute shit. I'm not coming back. Because
Really?
I
Oh.
can usually find a place that's yeah, I could find something in a place that I like.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't really think that there's too many places like that for me. How about you?
Huh. I know for me, and it's not just the local one, but the last few locations I've been to in the last like 10 years or so, um, it would have to be Applebee's. It's
Apple,
just absolutely dog shit. And I don't know what happened because early 2000s, they weren't terrible.
right?
So, yeah, the last few I've been to, each and every time, the food was not good.
Oh,
It didn't taste good. It was cold or at best room temp. And the service itself was very like dismissive. Like, and
mhm.
obviously different locations, different people, and they all acted almost identical.
So I retract my statement about the whole place that I loathe. Because I've only been there twice, and the last time I will never go back, just because I did not care for the food. It was Olive Garden. I hate fucking Olive Garden, and I will tell you the
Yeah.
story, and you can say it's my fault. I don't give a shit, but whatever. So when I went there, I had got a like chicken Alfredo, it had shrimp in it, and I
Hmm.
was eating it. Everything was covered in cheese, by the way. Every single fucking bit of it was covered in cheese. So
Mm,
I was eating it
I,
and huh?
why would it be covered in cheese unless you asked for it? Because
I did.
they always oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
that's your fault.
Well, anyway, they had like the shrimp covered in cheese and whatever, and I took a bite out of it, and the shrimp was crunchy. I was like, "Why the fuck is this crunchy?"
They
And my
left the tails
cousin,
on, didn't they?
yep, my cousin's like, "Yeah, they left the tails on," and I was like, "Why the fuck would they leave the tails on if they're going to cover that shit in cheese?" So I guess it's my fault, but
No. So the reason why a lot of restaurants keep the tails on is because it enhances the flavor of the shrimp because
well,
there's
that
so
shit did
much.
not.
Well, no, because you weren't aware of it and you just took a big old bite of crunchiness. So yeah, but no, I agree. It's stupid when it comes to things like pasta because you're not gonna stick your fucking fingers in that
Thank
sauce
you, thank
just
you.
to no, and you're not jamming your fingers in your mouth to fish it out. No, one that's gross and not sanitary, but ew in general, just no.
Right,
But
fucking Olive Garden.
I have to agree with you. Olive Garden is not that good. It hasn't been good since the '90s. Um, I keep saying that everything's not as good as the '90s, but no. Anyways,
What the fuck is?
um, it. I will say Olive Garden seriously lacks seasoning.
Hmm.
Like, for instance, their Alfredo, no salt, no seasoning. It's just basically it tastes like they just poured a bunch of cream on top of pasta and said voila.
Give me money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, no. Their salads can be hit or miss.
Hmm.
If it's like the start of the shift, whether it's lunch or dinner, the salads are generally, you know, pretty decent then because they're fresh and ready to go because they prep that shit.
Hmm.
Same with their breadsticks. As long as they're somewhat fresh, they're okay.
Yeah,
Um, but I've gotten breadsticks like at my table, like they would bring them, and they were like fucking like it was like chewing on a brick.
there's. I think I said it to you. It reminded me this woman was making biscuits or whatever, and she had stuck a fork in it and was like banging it on the table. This dog was like sitting in the background, and she was like trying to get the biscuit off the fork, and she kept like slinging it. And it finally slung off and hit the dog in the face.
Yes, that's exactly what you could have done with those damn breadsticks. They were fucking weapons. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you about Olive Garden. It's not the best. It's
No.
very, very below subpar.
For as pricey as it is, absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely not worth it. There's actually an Italian place. There's actually two Italian places near me that it's just so much better. Like the
Yeah,
quality and the price, yeah, it's still a little bit on the expensive side, but you get way more food and the taste is just, it exceeds it.
right.
So,
Uh,
yeah,
what pizza places? I'll answer this, and you make an answer. So,
fine.
what pizza places, like, how would you rank them? So for me, I would say Pizza Hut, then Domino's, Little Caesars, and then Papa John's.
Okay. So we're sticking to main chains that are generally nationwide, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, because there's a couple pizza places around here that so much better.
I
I
live in a
have
bigger city and
to
I have life better than you.
I have to agree with you in the placement of those four, except for the fact that I loathe Papa John's. They're right up there with Sonic for me. I will never give them again, and that's mainly because of the local one,
Mhm.
but also just I don't know. They haven't tasted good in years. I'm not going to go back to the '90s saying, "Oh, they were good in the '90s," but it
They
was
was fucking good in the
early mid
90s.
2000s that they were still good. I'm forever 90s. Um, but yeah, I have to agree with you. I will say though, crust flavoring, I will give that to Domino's. Their crust
Yes.
flavor, their buttery garlicness on it. It's a little bit on the greasy side, but flavor wise, it's better than Pizza Hut. Because
Mm,
even though Pizza Hut started doing that themselves, I don't. It's not as present like the
right.
flavor.
Yeah.
But
My
I will say the pizza itself is better sometimes.
my favorite thing, and my cousins got me onto this from Domino's, is no pepperoni on the pizza, and it's got black olives, the garlic parmesan sauce and cheese, and it is so fucking good. And it's a handmade pan pizza, and
Why would you say no pepperoni when you're making it or picking out the toppings?
I don't know. Just, that's how they ordered it, and it was good.
But you just make a pizza and say I only want black olives as a topping.
I don't know. Don't question my life.
I will because it's very weird.
You're weird.
Well, I mean, duh. I'm I'm from a city where their slogan is what was it? Keep it weird or something like I can't remember. It's something weird.
Don't look under the
Anyways,
bed.
hippies come from there.
Place
Hippies, gay
we
people, and artists.
a place we used to have around here, and the only other place I can find this is in Tennessee, is CC's Pizza, and I love
Uh,
them so much. Like growing up, it was the best fucking place to go.
I agree. As a child, CC's was pretty bitchin'.
Hmm.
I haven't had them probably in about 15 years, so
Wait, you
I
still have
can't
them around
say.
you?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I
shit.
just haven't had them in so long because I don't think about, oh, I really need to go to CC's, and I keep forgetting I can fucking order and like it's a normal pizza place.
Right.
Like I can go there and be like, this is what I want and take it home. I keep forgetting that it's not just a buffet. Anyway, um, yeah, I used to love it as a kid. It was pretty good.
Hmm.
But ever since you introduced me to that pretzel crust from Little Caesars, it's kind of been stuck on my mind,
Yeah, it's so
and it's
sad.
still
That's like
there.
a
And I'm
very
thinking about ordering it today.
So we got pizza covered. What about chicken? Because I don't have a lot of
Oh,
chicken places around me.
mm, I'm
I
from the
got
south. Of course, we have chicken around us.
I got Bojangles and I got KFC. As far as like
Uh,
chicken goes. So my ranking for those would probably be KFC and then Bojangles. I don't care for Bojangles much. Like it's all right, but not as good as KFC.
um, we actually just got Bojangles down here. I haven't had them, so I personally don't know what they're like. But as for my ranking of chicken, I would have to say, um, well, churches will be the one in last place for me.
I don't know
It's
what
just,
that is.
it's I just think KFC, but
Oh,
not KFC. I don't know. Anyway, so fourth. Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, so fourth place is churches. Third place is KFC. Second place is oh god, Popeyes. And then first place for me would have to be a place that's similar to Bojangles, but I like them, and it's called Chicken Express.
ooh, yeah. I'll have to try
Um,
that when I come to visit.
their sweet tea will definitely put you in a diabetic coma.
Oh, that's great. I
Uh,
went to
bleh.
because I love sweet tea, and I went to New York, and my friend took me out to Dave and Buster's, and I ordered a
Oh
sweet tea, and they
no,
brought
no,
it because I didn't
they
realize,
don't.
huh?
They don't know what sweet tea is up there. They give you regular old unsweet tea and
Huh?
probably like sweet and low or sugar to throw in it. It's like you can't
Yeah,
do that. That's not the same. And for the sugar does not melt in cold tea.
yeah, yeah. At that
Uh,
point, I was just putting in a spoon and taking a lighter and melting it. No, yeah, I took a big drink of that and spit it out, and my friend's like, "What's wrong with you?" It's like, "This tastes like shit." He's like, "You know we don't do sweet tea up here." I'm like, "Why?"
because the North is weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all are honoraries, Southerners. Y'all are not right up there in the North, but you're not true Southerner. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, y'all are
Um,
kind of in that gray area, I guess.
let's see. So chicken and pizza. We talked about burgers. Um,
Chinese.
yes. I
Oh, well, that's
huh?
kind of hard because we don't really share any similar Chinese restaurants because most Chinese restaurants, except, you know, Panda Express, are not really chains,
Mm.
or at least not huge chains where they go all over the US. So,
So my weird thing with Chinese food is I don't like takeout Chinese food. Like it's all right, but it doesn't taste as good as a buffet Chinese place.
I'm going to say that for me, I prefer to do dine in when I go to a Chinese restaurant
Hmm.
because obviously the food's going to be fresh and not sitting in a container, but I feel like you get better quality when you go into a place that is specifically dine in.
Hmm.
As for like takeout, if it's like one of those little hole in the wall Chinese places, it's gonna be good. But
Hmm.
buffet, I haven't had a good Chinese buffet probably in 20 years.
Yeah. And the ones that's by me is pretty good. Um, I got one like maybe 15 minutes away that me and my friends go to quite often. And then another one that's really good is probably like 30, 40 minutes away. Like it's good, but not as good as the other one.
Mm. I've told you this before, but there's that Chinese buffet in, I want to say it's like over in the Virginia Beach area.
Hmm.
It might be Norfolk, but I'm not sure. But anyways, it's one of the two places. Anyways, I need to figure out the name because it was the most whacked out Chinese buffet I've ever been to, where I saw palm trees everywhere, Christmas lights everywhere, and the music was not the typical, like quote unquote Chinese music or Asian inspired music or the, instrumental stuff that you always hear in buffets. No,
Hmm.
this shit was like I heard a rock version of the Power Rangers theme song. Um, I heard all kinds of other music, and it was just like, where the fuck am I? It was like very Twilight Zone. Like, it did not at all make sense. It was a trip.
What about seafood restaurants?
I will go ahead right here and now and say that Red Lobster is absolute dog shit garbage. Their biscuits are good.
Hmm.
The food, heat it.
Yeah, yeah. We're sparkling.
We are because there's a certain someone who's on right now, and they just try to invite me,
Oh.
which your stuff is hidden, so I'm sure you
Hmm.
didn't see your invite pop up.
No.
Um, But anyways, I'm just gonna ignore it for right now. She can sit for a few minutes. Anyway, uh, Red Lobster, dog shit. Cannot stand it. Most of the Red Lobsters, if not all of them that I've walked into, either smell like low tide at the pier, or you smell like someone had the boo boos.
Oh.
Because the restrooms are generally like up front,
Mhm.
and it's like you get that smell of a fish tank and someone who just had the squirts.
Oh. See, that's the
Yeah, so
opposite
it
for me. Like the Red Lobsters around me is very, very nice. Like on the inside, like there's no smell or anything like that. But I don't think that it's worth the money, to be honest with you.
no.
Like here, I got we used to have a Long John Silver's, and that shit's been closed down for God knows how long. So the only other place that's immediately in my area that sells any kind of like seafood is Captain D's, and
Hmm.
that's pretty shit. Like I went there the other night, I think it was, and I didn't get all my food, and it just didn't taste good. Like it gave me like the worst aftertaste, and all I had was like fish. Yeah, I was supposed to have chicken, but they didn't give me the chicken, so I just
Oh.
had hush puppies and fish.
I love hush puppies, especially with malt vinegar.
Ew, I hate
Um,
vinegar with a passion. I hate the smell of vinegar. It just no.
but malt vinegar is so different from like the regular like white, the distilled vinegar that you usually come across.
Hmm.
Oh my god, it's so good. Um, but I don't really have a favorite seafood place just because it's really hard finding a good one that's, that someone would know about outside of the city that you're in.
Right.
Because it's just like Chinese restaurants. Seafood, good seafood restaurants are not chains.
Hmm.
Like, I don't really care for crap. Oh God. Oh God, what is that place called? It's really popular. It's a Joe's Crab Shack. It's everywhere. It's been everywhere since forever,
Hmm.
and I don't care for them. Like they're the typical chain restaurant where you're just kind of like, meh, not worth the
Hmm.
money.
Right.
Now, when I lived in Houston, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop that bomb. When I lived in Houston for a while, there was this oyster bar. That place, oh my God, fantastic place. It was a weirdly shaped building. You had to go up some stairs to get into it, and there's not a lot of seating. It was like a U shape on the inside of the building.
Hmm.
And so you go and you can sit, well, basically either at the quote unquote bar,
Hmm.
which was the inner part of the U, and the outer part of the U was just like all windows.
Hmm.
So you get to see outside the restaurant and everything, and you face that way. You don't face each other, none of that shit. At least
Right.
not that I recall. There might be a couple tables, but it's really small, and you have to basically beat the crowd to get there or be on a really long waiting list.
Hmm.
But like I like oysters on the half shell. I'm not bothered by the texture, and people are like, "Oh, it's like snot, blah blah blah." Not really. Something
Hate when
else
people
is
slurp
like
that
snot.
shit up.
Oh, but a little bit of lemon juice and like either Tabasco or cocktail. Ah, oh my god, so good. Or on a cracker even. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just starting to drool and rant.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick a specific quote unquote seafood restaurant, it would be that place. I haven't been in years. Would I go back? Not really, unless I'm in the area, which I try to avoid Houston at all costs
Hmm.
because it is such to me, not a fun city.
Mhm.
Like, it's very multicultural and it has some pretty parts to it. Okay, well, thank you for telling me the time. Sorry, not you. Anyways, I try to avoid the place. It's just, it's not the city for me.
Right.
And, during the spring and summer months, it can get pretty humid, and I'm just not about the swamp ass.
You want to set a swamp ass with your food?
Pretty much. Although I will say one of my absolute favorite things to eat that's seafood is crawfish. I love when it's crawfish season. I will go to a restaurant that is known for really good crawfish,
Mhm.
and I will go to town. I will get several pounds of crawfish, and
Lord.
it's a boil, so it's obviously seasoned, and they pour that shit on your table, and you have things with it like potatoes and sausage and corn on the cob, that kind of stuff, and it's just like there's nothing like it. Like, thank you, Louisiana. Thank you so much for that shit. Thank you for your fucking cuisine, because Cajun food is seriously where it's at when it comes to flavor. Like real Cajun. Like, you go to Louisiana and you get some real gumbo, or like crawfish etouffee. That shit. Ah, I would never get tired of it. Like, I could eat it all year round.
Right.
So if ever given the opportunity when you're visiting and you have the time to spare, I will do everything in my power for us to drive over to Louisiana, and you will get to experience the good stuff.
Do you have any restaurants by you that are combination restaurants? Like we had one, it was KFC and Pizza Hut together.
Oh yeah, those are common. Usually though, for us, the one I see the most of that's combination. Sorry, I just had a dog jump up in my lap and lick my hand. Um, anyway, it's never really KFC and Pizza Hut. It's uh sorry, Long John Silver's and Taco Bell is like the most common one I see a lot.
So
And I
weird.
don't
It's
like that.
it's a weird combination because I've saw one before
I
and
don't like it.
is
I just
yeah,
immediately think icky fish taco.
yeah.
And I don't mean the Lady Bits fish taco.
Oh
Because I do not like Long Johns at all.
no.
So I don't want to go into a Taco Bell and smell fish.
At that point, I feel like going into the bathroom and taking a big whiff is better than that.
Just going in there. Good morning, ladies.
How do you do?
uh, um, okay. So your area, obviously, you have restaurants that y'all are known for and whatnot. Is there a restaurant around y'all that has like something unique to it that you absolutely like?
Yes, it's a mom and pop shop. It's called the Corner Shop, I think. And it like everything there is like freshly made. Like all the burgers are great. Like I don't know, it's just big portions of food, and it's like the best fucking thing you will ever eat. Like blows every place like out of the water. Like it's so good. Um, I don't know. It's like going back in time and going to a diner. Like it's really, really, really good. Like they sell everything you can imagine, like milkshakes, hot dogs, hamburgers, just everything. And
Mhm.
they have pepperoni cheese rolls there, which is something that West Virginia is known for.
Mhm.
And they're just the tits.
Nice. Nice. Um, Unfortunately for us, that at least from my personal experience, um, the whole mom and pop type restaurants, the one in a million type places that you can come across in the city I live in are kind of on the rare side, or
Hmm.
they're well hidden. Like you have to dig, you have to, you know, ask people around the area, hey, you know. So we did that and we actually found a place, and I'll have to take you there because it's like, probably like 10, 15 minutes away from me.
Hmm.
But it's a burger place. And um it's definitely a hole in the wall. There's no other ones like this is the only location.
Hmm.
And it's in the rougher part of the neighborhood, which is, I'm going to say this right now, some of the best restaurants are in the hood. That is where you will find the good home cooking, the flavor, and yeah, like that. Those are some of the best restaurants. So, anyways, this burger place, cheap as hell. Like I haven't seen prices like this in years, like several years. And the size of the burgers are tremendous and packed full of whatever's supposed to be on it. And the fries or tots or onion rings or whatever you want as your side is like a fucking mountain.
Ooh.
Like even like ordering their fried pickles, you get a
Hmm.
crap ton. And it's just like the quality. You can tell this shit is put together by hand. It's no machines, nothing processed. Like these bitches go to the grocery store and get all the shit, basically.
Hmm.
And the restaurant is very dim and kind of worn, run down looking.
Hmm.
Girl, I don't give a shit if the place is falling apart. I will eat there any day.
You're sitting
And the
there
people
eating
that
some
work
soup
there
and a
are
piece
so
of
nice.
ceiling going, what?
What?
You're sitting there eating some soup and a piece of ceiling falls into it. I don't care. I'm eating around it.
I'll eat the building. But I mean, despite that, it's very clean. Like they keep up with it and stuff.
Hmm.
But I really hope this restaurant stays open for the rest of my life because as long as I live in this area, I will go there. And I will recommend it to anyone that has never heard of it. In fact, I took one of my really good friends there not too long ago because she had never heard of it. And I was like, girl, we got to try this. And she was just like, she's also a semi picky eater.
Hmm.
She loved it. She was like, oh my God, this burger, like, there's so much flavor in just the patty alone.
Hmm.
Damn it, now I want food. I haven't eaten at all today, so now it's just like my stomach is gnawing on my spine.
Yeah, I haven't eaten anything as well. Um, what was something else I was going to ask? What's a place that you want to go to? It doesn't have to be a chain restaurant, but it's a place that you've always wanted to try.
Um, oh, that's difficult. Um, because there's hundreds, if not thousands, of restaurants alone in my city. Like
Mhm.
because I live in such a large area, it's like I mean, obviously there's places I still haven't tried, but I don't even know about.
Hmm.
Um, there, that's hard to answer. Um, I guess. Oh no, because I've had that. I don't know. Oh, actually, no. There is this one place. It's I cannot remember the name of it, but it's a Korean fried chicken place,
Ooh.
and I have seen the pamphlet advertisements for it,
Hmm.
and it just oh my god, that chicken looks amazing. And I'm
Hmm.
hoping to God that it's not going to be another like Jollibee incident for me because Jollibee is a Filipino like fried chicken place,
Hmm.
and they have been put on this pedestal for being delicious and all this stuff, and they finally came to Texas to my city, and we went within the first few weeks of it being open.
Hmm.
It wasn't that good
Oh.
because they specialize not only in fried chicken but spaghetti. It's a weird combination, I know, but apparently it's supposed to be really good. Now, granted, they had just opened, so maybe they're still breaking things in and getting people used to making the food or whatever. I don't know. All I gotta say is the spaghetti tasted like Chef Boyardee.
Ew.
It was not that good. And the chicken tasted like just regular old fried chicken, like nothing was really different about it.
Hmm.
So I was not impressed, especially with the hype. Will I ever go back? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll consider it.
Hmm.
But that's what I'm hoping this Korean fried chicken place is nothing like because it's super hyped. Everyone that like I've read the reviews and whatnot, and people are just like, "Oh my god, it's really good." Blah 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 blah. So yeah,
The place I want to try, and I don't know if they are still open, but it's like in your part, and it's the gas station place where Texas Chainsaw Massacre was, or
that
where the
barbecue restaurant.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact town it's in.
Is it even still open?
Uh, yeah, about the look. Let's see. Okay, so is it called the gas station?
Oh, I have no idea what it's called.
Uh, hold on. Well, see, I'm getting like two different things. Like I'm getting two different places in two different cities, so it doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
Uh, I mean, the gas station, it says it's a barbecue shop with horror memorabilia, but as for it being like the place, it doesn't specify.
Oh.
Do you remember anything about what it looks like on the outside?
No, just like a rundown gas station.
I mean, yeah, this place kind of looks like that. Anyway, if we
So,
could ever figure it out.
one last question, and totally your opinion on it. What is the best place to get chicken nuggets? For me, it is Wendy's.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. It's Taco Bell. No, I'm kidding. 100% kidding on that. Um, if I had to pick chicken nuggets,
Hmm.
does it have to be strictly chicken nuggets or can it be chicken strips as well?
Give me chicken strips. Any kind of like fast chicken.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's gonna have to be hands down Chicken Express.
Yeah, well, I don't have that.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
Yeah. I just love the spicy chicken nuggets from Wendy's. Like, they are so good. Burger King chicken nuggets taste very off to me, and McDonald's chicken nuggets just taste very sad. How
Uh, wait, what tastes very sad?
McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Oh God, yeah, they're not good.
No.
Like even when they're hot and fresh, it's kind of like meh.
And you almost have to eat them immediately as soon as you get them, because if that shit sets more than like 5 minutes, they feel so soggy and just gross.
Yes. Uh, yes. And what is up with McDonald's lately? Um, not salting their fries.
I don't know. I don't like fries. Like,
I love a good like just I love fries when they're hot and salty and fresh. I can't stand it when I get a thing of fries and they're either not salted or they're not fresh and they've been sitting there and they're soggy and limp.
hmm yeah, I think for me, Burger King probably has the worst fries.
Yeah, hands down. Um, I will say that the from Jack in the Box, their curly fries are actually
Mhm.
pretty good.
See, we don't have Jack in the Box, but curly fries Arby's is really good.
Okay, so Arby's, I will eat their curly fries. I will not eat any of their other food because I've never cared for them. Like it's always been kind of bleh, which is weird because I like roast beef,
I don't
but
care for
I don't
roast
know.
beef too much. Uh, oh, excuse me. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, I don't care for roast beef too much.
Mm.
Mostly, I think
Um,
it's because I had to slice that shit when I worked at like Food City and stuff, and it was always just so gross touching it.
see, I prefer when it comes to roast beef, actually like real roast beef, not like lunch meat.
Hmm.
That shit is so much better, especially with like a little bit of horseradish.
Ew.
Yeah. Don't snort it.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
And I found yeah, I found the restaurant, the barbecue place.
Oh, is it still going?
Yeah, it's still open.
Sweet.
And it's like 3-ish hours away from me.
Oh, road trip.
Yeah.
We get down there and they're shut down. They shut down that day.
I mean by the time you come down, yeah, probably.
Man,
Although with all the glowing reviews, they seem to be doing just fine.
I demand to eat human meat from there. That's what was advertised in the movie, and damn it, I'm going to eat
Would I
it.
ever resort to cannibalism? Nope. I'd rather starve and die.
Oh, bro, I would eat somebody in a fucking heartbeat if it came to it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
If humans actually do taste anything like pork, I will not eat it because I'm not a huge pork person.
Yeah, no, I would. What would you do if a restaurant, because like there was a serial killer that basically opened up a little restaurant and he was murdering people and then just like straight up serving their meat as like hamburger meat and like people loved it. But then it came out that yeah, you're eating people. How would you feel if that was to happen? Like if you found out you were somebody?
I honestly would probably be mortified.
Really?
I would be just completely like, I mean, I wouldn't be like overly dramatic about it, but I'd be like, I seriously ate that? Ugh. But I wouldn't like freak out and cry or throw up. I would just be like, I can't believe I ate that. Well, I'm going vegetarian now.
I don't know. It depends on how good it would be. I would be like, hey, you got any more little Stephanie back there?
Not Stephanie. Don't eat Stephanie. I hear Stephanie tastes like yak, all stringy and fatty. I don't know.
Uh,
What is one food that is not, at least, I guess, considered to you, not a common thing that you would think to eat that you would actually give a actually try?
I don't know. What about you?
Um, this is probably going to get a lot of negative ews, but and as much as I love them, I would actually not be terribly upset if someone grilled up a piece of horse.
Oh,
I know,
I
right? Like
I
you
did
weren't
not
thinking
expect
that
you
way.
to. No, I thought you was gonna fuck with me and say octopus, but you've ate octopus before.
Yeah, I love octopus, but I know you love them in the other sense, so you will never eat them.
No, it's sad.
Also, I wouldn't mind trying jellyfish.
Ah, I don't know about that.
The one thing I will definitely not eat is spiders. Spiders and scorpions are a hard pass for me. Same with eyeballs and brains. I'm not about that.
Yeah, I could taste their memories. It's bad.
I like liver, beef liver, but I will not eat a brain of an animal because it's just I've heard the consistency is just, yeah, it's just not my cup of tea.
Mhm.
So, but I've heard a lot of positive things about horse meat, and I mean I'm not against it. At least trying it.
Where the hell would you even go for that?
I don't know. There's probably places more, probably like Montana, Wyoming, those sort of states that
Yeah,
might have it. Um, yeah.
I don't know why. I just imagine like all the horses that they get were just like failed race horses. Well, I guess you're
Oh
going to be a
well.
number three today, huh? You didn't
Yeah.
please daddy on the tracks, and now you're going to get cooked.
Oh, the other thing I will definitely never eat is dog or cat, and it's not. I'm not going down the racial route at all. It's just I would never eat them because I've heard like especially dog. Dog tastes like what a wet dog smells like.
Ew.
And I don't like that smell, so why would I want that taste in my mouth?
Right.
It really has nothing to do with, what parts of the world that this may still happen in. It's just there's that, and because of, cultural differences, raised that dogs and cats are pets, not food. And that's why I personally would never eat them. If someone in a different country chooses to do so in a humane way, who am I to, tell them they can't do that?
It's such a weird thing for you to say, like, because they're animals or pets that you don't eat them, but yet we don't bat an eye whenever we eat, like, cows or fish or anything like that.
It's just because that's how we were conditioned growing up.
True.
Yet we can look at cows and be like, "Oh my goodness, so cute! You're gonna taste delicious."
You remember that video I showed you as a little girl? She went
Little
by a
girl.
cow. She said, "I
Yes.
want cheese on that." The mom's like, "No, you can't say that." It's like, "No, I want cheese." That's
Yeah.
I feel so bad whenever I see a cow because I love cows. They're fucking adorable, and then just be like, "Oh man, you're." It kind of makes me a little sad, but then I remember that I like food more than I like feeling that way. So she lived a
Yeah.
good life, and now she's in my stomach, just
And
like
that's
those
why
boxes I
I,
am.
yeah, and that's why I don't really think about it when I eat things like veal or lamb
Speaking of things
because I
like,
know they're young. So
I remember my mom, like, she was telling me when she was growing up that she had like chicken and stuff like that, and she doesn't like eating chicken now because when she was growing up, like, that's all they had to eat was like their own
mhm.
chickens, and she was like, "Yeah, I just remember my mom going out there and chopping their heads off." I'm like, "Oh God,
You just hear bark, bark, bark.
please no."
uh, I've never watched like that sort of stuff, like not with chickens or cows, not in person at least.
Mhm.
But I have unfortunately seen when they do that to a rabbit that they caught.
Mm, yeah.
And as cute and adorable as rabbits are, it was like very unnerving to watch them do what they did to it to
Mhm.
make it food. Um, but also at the same time, I've had rabbit and I think it tastes good. Would I have any other wild animals like that, like squirrels? No, I'm not that country.
West Virginia, we got possum and we got squirrel. I've never
Oh,
eaten squirrel or possum or anything like that. I think I had deer meat before when I was in high school. I was
oh, I
in
love
deer,
venison.
and my instructor used to hunt, and he would make deer jerky all the time, and it was so fucking good. But then again, I fucking hate deers. I absolutely cannot fucking stand deer because in my area, those little motherfuckers are everywhere. In the city, they're every fucking where. And yeah, I just fucking hate deers, but they taste so good.
Yeah, they are delicious.
I think it's funny when you say you wouldn't eat scorpions, and all I can think of is like the suckers that have the scorpions in them.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate covered ants.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh, I think it's about that time because of my dogs are all running up to me and staring at me like I need to go out. I am about to piss and shit on your floor if you do not let me out, human.
Do as I say or suffer the consequences.
Well, and I have a large dog and I don't want to suffer those consequences.
You ever see
That's a
Dumb and
lot.
Dumber?
Yes.
Remember that scene with the bathroom where he took the laxatives?
Yes.
Bob Saget went in there. He said, "There's shit everywhere."
That would be my doodle. Because not only would he do that, he would be completely oblivious of where it landed, and he would step in it and track it everywhere.
Oh,
Because he
look
did
what I
that as a puppy.
look what I made, Dad.
Shit spears.
God damn it, not again.
And then he jumped on our couch with that.
Oh, you got a doo-doo couch.
Not anymore. That was the old couch. We got rid of that fucker.
All
And then
right.
we got the new one, and he decided, hey, I'm going to chew a hole in it.
Oh, oh, this sounds like Leon. Well, it was fun. I don't know what we're going to talk about next week, but we'll find something. Maybe movies.
Maybe
I don't know.
random.
True that.
I'm sure it's pretty entertaining to have just random jibber jabber.
As all of our conversations at any given point.
Pretty much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.